Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. So today's video is a cleaning motivation video, and just the fact that I'm filming this and finally sharing it is really like a motivating factor for me, because otherwise I probably wouldn't be doing these. But we're going to focus on all the areas in our house that I know, or like I have known for months, really needed some attention, but I've just been putting them off because they're like tucked away and you can't see them unless you like pull open a drawer or a cupboard or things like that. So I'm gonna finally figure it out today and get it together. And I do have several similar videos like this, so definitely check the description box. And if you are new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you. I post 2 videos a week, and please thumbs up if you guys enjoy this and find it helpful. And let's get started. One of the main reasons I wanted to film this video is to focus on so many of these cabinets, because we just have a lot of stuff, and obviously it's really messy down there right now. Probably the worst it's been in a long time, so I just need to vacuum these out and rearrange them. So many of like the things that we have are just like heavy and bulky, so hopefully I can figure out a good system. And then more of the same over here. We have like a mixer down there and a bunch of like similar heavy things that I need to figure out. I've shown you guys a lot of these drawers and what's in them, and those are really organized, but these huge ones I totally have been putting off. So to get started, I'm pulling everything out of the cabinet so I can decide what to keep, what can be donated, and this also helps me to figure out if any items should be stored in another cabinet based on how often we use those items. And I would say that our Vitamix is something that we use at least a few times a week, so even though it's really tall, I always have that front and center. And here is my favorite vacuum I've ever owned, you guys. I've had it for about 6 months. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it in similar videos to this one. I will link it down below, and it's great for floors. It has a few different attachments. So it has like a regular floor attachment, and then it has a few smaller attachments, which really makes it awesome for things like this. And it even comes with a wall mount. We actually had an outlet installed right where we store this, so that way it's always fully charged and just hanging and very organized with all its pieces. I definitely recommend it. And once everything is pulled out from underneath, I'm just wiping everything down with a damp towel. And whenever I use paper towel in my videos, so many of you guys get on me and tell me I should be using something that's washable. And I know you guys are so right. I've definitely been working on it, so I know you'll be proud. But yeah, in this video, everything I'm using is washable and reusable, so gotta start somewhere, but I think I'm doing pretty good. And here we are on the next day. I typically won't wear things like this for picking up the house, but if I don't explain it, I'll get comments. So we were actually going out for dinner this night with friends, and I only had like an hour to film the rest of this, so I didn't want to put on a few different outfits in such a short amount of time. I'm sure you guys understand. And I recently bought this top from Nordstrom Rack. I think it's so adorable. It's like a perfect summer top. If they still have it, I'm going to link it down below. And if they don't, I will link a few similar options for you. I did share it on Instagram, so if you guys follow along there, then you already saw it. I'm also going to wash several of the things that were stored in the cabinets that haven't been used in a while, that just started getting pretty dusty and really needing just like a fresh rinse. And I should mention, sorry if this video, I can't really tell until it's uploaded, but I feel like the footage isn't going to be as high quality as my videos typically are, just because I was having so many problems with a memory card that I ended up throwing away after I realized the footage of this video. But yeah, thanks for sticking through this one, guys. It definitely will be way better from here on out and back to normal, but I was not about to miss an upload day, so I hope you guys understand. You got to let it go. those of you that are new to my channel and you aren't familiar with like a lot of the things that I talk about, I have an Amazon Alexa in here. We actually have a few of them, and if you don't know what it is, it's basically like Siri for your home. So she can play music or like certain stations, she can answer random questions, she can tell you the news. If you have Philips Hue bulbs, then you can ask her to turn the lights on and off, or she can tell you what's going on with your packages from Amazon. It's just extremely handy, and I will link it down below. There's a few versions, so definitely check it out. So back to what I said in the intro when I was telling you guys I wanted to work on things in this video I typically will avoid, and that totally is the laundry. I seriously wish I was one of those people that enjoyed it and found it as like a stress reliever, because I always avoid the laundry. It's like one of my least favorite things in the whole world, and my husband will do a lot of the laundry and folding, and then I will put it away, or I will refold some things if he does it like the opposite way that I like, which I'm sure is so relatable for a lot of you guys. For example, the towels right here, a lot of you, if you've seen a recent video I did, I will have a card up above for it, then you know I don't fold towels like that anymore. So yeah, he does a lot of the folding. I do a little refolding, and then I put it all away.
Got to let it go.
Write a comment down below and let me know if you guys avoid the same things that I do that you've seen so far in this video, or if they're just something random and completely different. I love hearing from you guys. I respond to every single comment on my videos. It's so fun to chat with you. Something I will do for tasks that I like to avoid is I will set a timer for like 15 minutes or 10 minutes. I won't force myself into like an hour of something I don't want to do, so I will just do it in stages, like a few minutes a day until it's finally done. Okay, here's the closet in the front entryway. I know that this is like so terrible. Honestly, this probably is the worst it's ever been, because there's just like a ton of shoes down there, and backpacks and like shoulder bags and just random things. And then we have so many winter coats up here, which obviously it's like the last thing that we need right now. So those really need to go in storage. And then some books, which really should go somewhere else. And hats, a bunch of hats. Hopefully I can like find a way to stack all of those, because that obviously isn't working. So first things first, I'm pulling out all of Chad's cookbooks. He has a ton, and we've been looking for a bookshelf for these for the longest time, but we aren't sure exactly where we want it or what we want it to look like. Until we figure that out, I'm going to put these somewhere else, because the front hallway closet is obviously a very random place for these. Whenever I find storage items on sale, I will pick them up and save them for my next project, and I'm so happy that I did with these baskets, because they were only a few dollars each, and they are a great storage item for this closet for the time being. In this first one, I'm storing a lot of seasonal things for fall and winter that I know we won't want for hopefully way more than just a few months from now, like hats and mittens and scarves. So I have one basket left, and I'm going to store some activity things in there, like a frisbee and tennis balls. And one of the reasons I always like to go through these things eventually is because I just found a backpack in here with school supplies. I have absolutely no idea why this was up here, so that it's definitely something that should go in storage. here is the after, guys. It isn't like huge progress, but for now this is perfectly fine. I do plan on purchasing something right here with shelves eventually, but for now I'm really not that worried about it. And I was going to put a lot of these like in storage downstairs, but I realized the only time I go in here throughout the week is for flip-flops when I grab the mail, and honestly, like, that's pretty much it. Sometimes we grab hats right here and our rackets for tennis, but the only thing I do on an everyday basis is just like sandals for mail. Like, that's it. So I did heavy winter coats on this side, and then over here is just like rain jackets and things that are really lightweight, and then right here is winter coats and scarves and mittens and heavy things I know we won't want for at least a few months, sun hats right here, and baseball caps right here. And then the only stuff in here is just a frisbee and balls for tennis. And then down here are our sneakers and those flip-flops, like I said. And then right here is my husband's bags. And he has a ton of bags, which will probably surprise you guys. He loves his backpacks. So I just put the ones that are his favorites right here that he will use like a few times a week. And then I also wanted to show you guys everything I'm putting downstairs. So I found a bunch of, like, I have a hot pink sport coat that I don't think I will ever wear, but I just want to hold on to it, and a denim jacket. And then I found like a bunch of scarves and hats that I don't think we even wore last year, so those are definitely going in storage, along with my husband's winter boots. And then I have a bunch of like fall boots that were up here, and these shoes. I actually think I'll put these in my office because I have like a bunch of heels in there, as you guys know, hangers that I will be throwing away. And then a backpack, which it has like school supplies in it, and I have not been in school in years, so I have no idea why that was up there. So all of this stuff is going downstairs in storage. And that's all for today. If you are new here, definitely consider subscribing. If you haven't yet, thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video, so I will keep this style coming. And definitely check out the links down below, and I'll be back in a few days with a brand new video. Bye!